guys, it is me. It is a cat. Hello, it's Cassie Joseph. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I was going to originally record me going through my entire makeup process, but I can't edit and it would be a very long video, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna periodically stop in and be like, hey, I'm doing this part and then this part, and I'll just like vlog the behind the scenes of me filming 2 scenes today. I'm hoping that I can film 2 scenes. I have a mommy dom scene that I need to film, and then I have a really funny scene that Manzi thought of. Fuck, I'm hype. I'm hype as fuck. But yeah, it's gonna be, I'll be surprised. It'll be surprised. You'll see what I'm doing. But without further ado, wow, do I say that? Okay, goodbye. Hey, just kidding. I decided, why not I do my makeup and I'll give you guys a story time, because there's like a lesson, kind of like there's something that I want to talk about. There's something that I want to talk about right now. So I'm gonna attempt this. This is my go at. It's been a long time since I've done my makeup and talked to you guys and done a story time. I haven't done something like this sort of setup, like with unedited, since like a year ago in the beginning, like way back when I started doing story times or whatnot. So why not? Like, here we are. So ignore me while I'm probably gonna be really awkward. I'm apologizing in advance because I'm not gonna be smoking. Shock. I don't smoke all the time. The foundation that I'll be using is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I love this foundation, as you guys know. Like I said, no, in my previous vlogs, I don't know if I'm going to post this before I post my birthday vlog, but either way, I love this foundation. I put a few pumps onto the back of my hand. Where's my mirror? I don't know where it's at. It's somewhere. I'll just use this handheld one. So, the subject, wait, hold on. Let me just do this. Hold on. Hi. I have just my wig cap on because I don't give a fuck. So, what I want to talk about, there we go. It's something that's been going on social media, or at least people are drawing attention to it. I don't know the person's username, so I'm not going to try. And also, I wouldn't recommend looking for the child in the situation because he's a child, okay? But there's a YouTuber who, I don't think she's a YouTuber. Does she have a channel? I think she has a channel, but I don't think I don't know if she uploads actively or not. But that's besides the point. I don't even need to give like background information on her because I don't even want to give her that sort of attention because it's not even about her. It's much more, it's bigger than her. So she's 18 years old, she's Colombian, and she is, wait, that doesn't matter, whatever. She's 18 years old and she's dating, quote unquote, in parentheses, allegedly dating a 13-year-old boy. A 13-year-old boy. Period. I don't care where you're at. The age of consent is 16. So, well, 16 or 18, but sure as hell not 13. And I'm not saying she's done anything sexual, but do not look her up, okay? If you're gonna look someone up, go ahead, you can look her up. I'm not gonna, because curiosity, I know that people are gonna look someone up, but don't look up the child. He's 13. I don't care what he posts. I don't care how I don't give a fuck. He's 13. Stay away. Like, I wish that girl would have stayed away, but whatever. What the fuck ever. But she released a video onto YouTube with the boy's mother, and they were saying that they were saying that she was not dating him, but even if she was dating him, they're not doing anything wrong. The mom was giving reasonings that the 13-year-old is mature for his age. He's not like other 13-year-olds. It doesn't matter because he's 13. Wait, fucking wait. If you really, like, this is seedy and gross because if the roles were reversed, if it was a male, a lot more people would be talking about it. There would be a lot more outrage if she was a male and the child was a female. But either or, if you really care about this boy, then you would recognize that he's underage. His brain is not fully developed. It's not. He's a child. I don't care how you feel towards him, whatever, you would say, hey, what about, let's see when you're 18. Let's see how you feel when you're 18. And even then, it's still, like, what's the age difference? That's, like, 5, 25, 20. Oh, that's me and my boy. No, it's not. No, it's not. My boyfriend's 20. Woo. But even then, I'm still like, but at least at least they're 18, but even then his brain's not fully, I would say wait till 21. If I'm like just 20, 21, like around there, if I were her, but anyhow, I digress. That's besides the point. Here's my problem with it, because I was talking to my boyfriend about the situation on a live with you guys, and he was saying that it was because some of you guys in the comment section, or at least in the live, thought that he meant that it wasn't a big deal that the 13-year-old was dating the 18-year-old. That's not what he meant. He was saying that even though it's fucked up, that it didn't matter. Like, what's the point? It doesn't matter that it's fucked up. Like, there's nothing. What is talking about it going to do? You know what I'm saying? And I understand where he's coming from. I 100% understand where he's coming from. But my whole stance is that if we don't talk about situations like this, if we don't dive deeper, if we don't look at the bigger picture here and put out warnings, or at least, because like I don't have a giant audience. I'm not some fucking big giant YouTuber or anything. I'm just a small cat in the corner of the internet, but I want to use what tiny amount of people that want to hear what I have to say. I want to at least utilize that so I can potentially help if I can help one person, like I always say, if I can help one person, then me talking about it is worth it. 100% me talking about it is worth it. And my problem with the situation is, besides the fact that she's 18, he's 13, I'm looking more at his side and their followers, the comment section. Besides the people who are, one, do not send anyone death threats, don't be coming for people's appearances, do not bully, do not bully, do not bully. Criticism is okay, but do not fucking bully. At the end of the day, you don't wish death upon anybody. These are two human beings. They're people, okay? They're just people on the internet. There's nothing wrong with talking about it. There's nothing wrong, like I said, with constructive criticism, but there's just a thick line. Don't cross that line. And some of her comments are vile. They're disgusting. Stop that shit. But anyhow, my problem is the supporters. The supporters that are commenting, goals as fuck. Oh my god, you guys are so sweet. The problem with that is you'll have these young kids, obviously, because he's 13 and she's 18. They probably have a lot of young followers who are going to look at this and think it's okay. And here's why it's not okay. Okay? I'm going to say a story. Okay? I'm going to do a story from my past. I've said this in lives before, probably in a previous live on my channel. But when I was 14... By the time I turned 18, I've said this before, I had been 18 for 4 years. I'm from South Florida, and I'm from my hometown's Port St. Lucie. I would go to 45 minutes more south was West Palm Beach, where my family was, and I had some family who lived in the hood, and I would go hang out there. And what I used to do back then, and I'm really, what's funny about it is because I'm really shy. I'm an introvert. Especially back then, I had no confidence. Myself, past Cassie. Fetus Cassie. Wow. But what I used to do, I used to stand on the corner. I think I probably said this in previous videos. I used to stand on the corner or walk up and down the street with my friends and be like, hey boy, come here for a second. And I would get phone numbers. That was my thing at 14, 15. And I was going for not guys my age. It's one thing if it was fellow like 14, 15. No. If you weren't at least in your 20s or 30s, I wasn't interested, and that's not okay, because I was 14. And I wasn't looking for sex, because I lost my virginity at 21. If you would like a story time about how I lost my virginity, comment down below, or leave a thumbs up. I don't know. I'll probably say it anyway, but in another video. But I just liked... My whole thing is I loved thugs. I loved, like, I sort of idolized the whole, like, rough life. Like, you have these rough men who were so sweet and so soft, because what the sides that they show, a lot of, like, people, men that I talked to that were in gangs, allegedly in gangs, having weapons and guns and whatnot, they were very, we'll get into the negative sides, but the positives, what I was leaning more towards was the fact that, ooh, they're older and they're into me, and I'm so young, and they're so mature, and they have a job and a family, when it's like, bitch, I'm in school. I'm in school. I live at my parents' house. I can't even get my own fucking permit. Who the fuck am I? You know what I mean? But I'm not thinking about that. And all my friends had the same mentality. There wasn't any outside source that was saying, this is wrong. And my parents had no idea what was going on. And it's not like, oh, they were oblivious. No, I had very strict parents. I was just very smart. That's all. Like, kids will be kids. Kids will always find a way. Trust me, kids will always find a way. And there's a guy that we're going to nickname him, because I don't even want to put his actual nickname out there. Like, I don't want that at all. Nope. No. So we're going to call him, I'm not even getting anywhere near his name, too. You know what we're going to call him? We going to call him Guadalupe. We going to call him Guadalupe. So, Guadalupe, he was notorious in, like, around, like, the part of the hood that my family was at. I had 2 cousins at the time, quote-unquote cousins. We're going to call them cousin A, cousin B. I'm not even going to try to play. I'm not even going to try to front with, like, oh, let me sit here and try to give good nicknames. No. We're going to call the dude Guadalupe and my cousins, cousin A and cousin B. I love you guys if you ever see this. I do love you guys. Oh, my concealer that I use is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser. That's what I use. This is the finish for the NARS, by the way. And that's why I love the foundation so much. Isn't it a smooth, like, awesome finish, right? But I digress. Guadalupe was fine, okay? Guadalupe was half Haitian, half Dominican. He had, like, hazel green eyes, nice, thick, curly hair, like, And he had tattoos everywhere and, like, pearly white teeth and amazing smile. Ooh, sorry. I'm just remembering. I had an obsession. And from the age of 14 to, like, what was it, 16? Age to 14 to 16, this man, and he was in his 20s, okay? Keep in mind, I'm 14, pining after this man in his 20s. I was obsessed. Anytime, it's like he was a celebrity. Anytime me or my cousins would see him in public or hear of him, like, one of my cousins, one of my other cousins, she dated his best friend. We're gonna call him, fucking Asparagus. She dated his best friend Asparagus, and they had, like, this off and on thing, this back and forth, off and on, off and on, off and on thing, repeatedly. And so because of that, like, he would be with him, and we would, he'd be in the background and, like, see him occasionally, but we never really had, like, from 14 to I turned 16, I had never had a face-to-face, well, no, I'd seen him face-to-face, but he'd never really seen me, you know what I'm saying? I would just admire from afar. Like, if I saw him somewhere, I'd be like, oh my god, guys, or we would text each other, like, God, fucking damn it. You know what? I'll delete it. I'll delete the I can't edit this video. Maybe on YouTube I'll cut that maybe in the future. I don't know. Probably not, knowing my dumb high ass, but either way, if I see anyone comment it, I'm gonna delete it. So please don't. Back to Guadalupe. So Guadalupe, anytime we would see Guadalupe, we would, like, text each other, like, oh my god, spotted Guadalupe. Sorry, I just need to make sure that I don't flash you guys, because I miss being able to edit. Buy my porn. I can't link it, but, like, search or go on any of my other social media, like, go on my Tumblr or go on my fucking, yeah, go on my Tumblr or something, and you will find my links to my content, my Twitter and my Tumblr. You'll find links to my content. But so I can fix my laptop. But anyhow, where's my brush? No. Oh, I found it. Alright, I found it. The powder that I use to set my face, I don't bake. I just don't see a point. That's my whole thing. It probably does something. That's probably why my makeup could be better, but whatever. I use the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder from the Jackie Aina launch thing. Yeah, but anyhow, Guadalupe, me and Guadalupe hadn't had a face-to-face interaction until I turned 16. When I turned 16, that's when puberty decided to be like, hey, I'm gonna give you a little bit more booty. I already had tits. Like, I was an early grower. I had triple D boobs by the time I hit sophomore year in high school. So I already had tits, but I would cover them up. It wasn't until I got to, like, my junior year in high school, like 16 turning 17, that I started to, like, maybe wear shorts a little bit, wear some crop top. Like, no crop tops. I didn't wear crop tops till I like turned 18, so never mind. Never mind. But still, I was wearing like tight clothing and shorts and whatnot, you know, when I turned 16. I distinctly remember the first time that Guadalupe had saw me, and I went to go see cousin A and cousin B, and their mom needed to go do laundry. So, oh, and what I used to set the rest of my face, I used my Fit Me, Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder. So we went to the laundromat, and Guadalupe used to sell like pot and DVDs in the back of his car thing. Yeah, he was that guy, okay? He was a hood nigga. That's all I gotta say. He was a hood nigga, if I'm gonna be completely fucking honest. Still fine though. Still fine, not gonna lie. We got to the laundromat, and I remember we saw their mom knew of him. Like their mom knew of our obsession, and she was like, "Oh, there he is. Oh, Manny, petit Manny." Sorry, I'm speaking Creole, but here he is. And we all got out of the car, and we all like walked, because you have to walk it. She parked the car, and then when we walked out, we had to walk by his truck, and he was with like 2 other guys. They stopped talking the whole time. Me, my 2 cousins, and their mom were walking to the laundromat. So I didn't think anything of it. I was like, maybe they were talking about drugs or whatnot. Maybe they were talking about something that they didn't want, because he was respectful. He was known of being respectful of like older women and like older men, like elderly folk, if that makes sense. Not elderly, but like moms and dads. He was very respectful. So I thought maybe it was that. It wasn't until we went inside the laundromat that we looked, and he was like dead ass staring bullseye inside. So we knew it was something. It was either me or my 2 cousins. Hopefully not my 2 cousins, even though I was 16. They were like 13, 12, and 13. So they looked, but the thing is, they were 12 and 13, but they looked more my age than I looked my age, because they were more developed, and they were both taller than me. Then again, I am 5'4", and now I'm 25, 5'4". So like, can we imagine Cassie back then? How tall I was? How tall I must have been back then. But anyhow, oh, this next step that I do is to help put the color on my eyebrows when I do color. I take my concealer. Oh, shoot. I take my concealer and I put it over my eyebrows. But first, I'm going to brush through my eyebrows as soon as I find that brush. But in the meantime, so we noticed that he was bullseye staring inside, and we were obviously excited, freaking out. We couldn't understand what was going on. So when we got back, because he was like, he even came inside while we were inside the laundromat, while we were back in the arcade, and he just did a circle. He walked inside. It's a laundromat. What the fuck are you looking at? You know what I mean? Obviously, we know why you're in there. He like walked around, and he just, you know, touched a few machines with his friends, and we're not giggling, and then they like not giggling, like as in hee, but like laughing amongst themselves, and then they left. I believe. Am I remembering that right? Too much weed. But anyhow, we went back to my cousin's place after doing laundry, and we messaged my original cousin, and did I give her a name? Oh, fuck. Did I give her a name? I don't even remember. We messaged her, the one that was dating, did I give him a name? The best friend? Fuck, I forgot. I should write, this is when you should write names down, kids. But we messaged her, and she told us that she, like, that's when we were talking to her about it, and she was like, so you're the one, because I guess he was talking to her ex about me, I guess, saying that he had saw this girl, and he was trying to figure out who the hell I was. And when she asked me if I, like, you know, if I wanted to hook up, like, do I want to, like, hang out with him? Do I want to meet him? Obviously, like, I had been pining after this dude since I was 14. I was 16. Like, fuck yeah. I was fucking ready. So that day, literally that fucking day, he's like, yeah, let's hang out. And I had a car at the time, so we drove to the park that was, like, right by where my cousins lived. And there he was. Right there. There was Guadalupe, all tall as fuck, looking at me, smiling and shit. I'm 16. This man is in his mid-20s. He has to be like 25, 26. Like, he has to be. That's like 10 years. You know what I mean? That's not okay. Looking back at it, that's predatory. I could even say the way he was looking at me was predatory. And he knew my real age. I looked like a baby. As you guys, I didn't wear makeup back then. Like now it's easy for me. It's easier for me to look my age because of my tattoos and piercings. Remove my tattoos. Remove my piercings because I had none. Did not wear makeup. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't wear crop tops or anything. I just wore shorts and maybe like a tank top and like a hoodie. But that's it. I was 16, acting like I was a grown 18-year-old. You could clearly see through my facade, but he didn't question it, didn't try to ID me, did nothing. He already had like 2 baby mamas already at that point, and he had a bit of a reputation of being rough. And you guys know me with BDSM. I'm submissive, and I love like be rough with me, dominate me. I love that. But at the time, like I said, I'm 16, and I'd been pining after him since I was 14, since like baby Cassie, like 14. I'm still a baby. Doesn't matter if 16 is like the age of, like 16, I think 16 is the age of consent in Florida. It doesn't matter if that's the age of consent in Florida. Why does it not matter if that was the age of consent in Florida? Because he's still 10 years older. 10 years fucking older. And he had like a criminal record and everything. And I'm not saying criminal records mean that somebody is a bad person. It doesn't, because there are plenty of people with a criminal record. You don't know what's on the criminal record. You don't know why. Gotta clean shit. You don't know why. You don't know what's going on. So I'm not gonna judge somebody for that. But for domestic violence or domestic abuse. But we only saw that as, ooh, that's hot. We would literally joke. Back then, we would joke about how, because there would be rumors about how he would slam his girlfriends up the wall, like, in chokeholds and shit, and, like, heated arguments, and we would, like, fan over, oh, my God, that's so hot. Oh, my God, I want him to slam me up against the wall. And literally, right from meeting him, he slammed me up against the truck, like, the car or whatever. He was, like, literally on my body. And it wasn't, like, an anger thing. It was more like a, you cute, and I was being shy. Like, if you meet me, I'll look away from you a lot. Like, I'll look down, I'll look away a lot. And now time to use some soap and water so I don't chemical burn myself. So, sorry, by the way, that this is all over the place. I'm just trying really hard to, like, say the story as properly as I can. We got inside the car, and then I was in the back seat with him. My friend was in the front seat because it was me and my cousin and that guy, her ex, and he was in the front seat, and we drove somewhere, and I was like really close to him. He had his arm around me. He was talking to me, trying to be chill as fuck, I guess, like trying to be, just asking me questions, and he was giving me so much attention, like fluffing me up. He was saying how I was different, how I was in school, how none of the girls he talked to were in school. Dude, that's because I was a junior in high school. You were talking to grown women. Like, at the time, I was like, oh my God, he wants to talk to me because I'm educated. But no, bitch. No, fetus Cassie. No. The palette I'm using today, by the way, is the Masquerade Mini by Juvia's. It's amazing. It's an amazing palette. Like, just look at it. What we're working with today are these 3 colors. We're going to go with these. For my eyebrows, I'm going to go with this color. Attempt to, so we'll see if it lets me do what I want to do, like fingers crossed, fingers fudging crossed. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. We're good. So I gave him my number after that day, and we would talk on the phone a lot, and that's when he would butter me up. He would butter me up, say all this stuff, talk about how in the future he wanted to go to school with me, how he would wait for me to graduate, we go to the same college. Looking back, I think it was grooming. I think he was grooming me, because he was always talking, he was always calling me, always fluffing me up. Like, this was for a couple of weeks. I get multiple calls throughout the day, even while I was in school. And if I didn't pick up the phone while I was in school, he would get upset. And there was some sketchy ass shit that he did that I didn't find out till after the fact. But I loved the attention. Like, I loved it. I thought that his possessiveness, I thought that him always calling me, him being so attentive, him saying that I was his, that planning our futures together when I was 16, saying that I was going to do this, that, him planning it, I saw it as sweet when it was predatory. I'm going to swatch this because I just want to see what it looks like. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, God, that's so pretty. Okay, anyhow. One night, I went to go visit my 2 cousins A and B, and we had an altercation. Not me and my cousins, just the family, our families were going through some stuff that night, so I had to leave. So me and my cousin with the boyfriend, who was his best friend, we're gonna call her Anonymous, because I forgot her name. I forgot the nickname that I gave her. So me and Anonymous, we were like, fuck this. We left cousin A and cousin B because they were underage and they couldn't leave. But I could because I had a car and I wasn't about to stay to go through what we were going through. So we left, and I was messaging Guadalupe. And Guadalupe was like, oh, I'm at this party. I really want to see you, like, come through. Like, I really want to see you, come hang out. So he gave us the address, and we go to the party, right? Because her man was at the party, too. So we get to the party, and it's late. It's, like, fucking 11 o'clock at night. Like I said, I'm 16 years old. It is Sunday. I think it was, like, Sunday night or something. Even if it was Saturday, it's still, I had a curfew. I need to get my ass home. So I told him that he can come out, I'll talk to him, and I'll say hi, give him a hug, like a little something, something, and then that's it. Like, peace the fuck out. He comes downstairs. He's already inebriated. Her man didn't come downstairs because her man was with somebody else, apparently. But I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. Watch that not even be tea. Watch that have not happened, and that's just a scenario that just popped up randomly in my head for some reason. I neglected to mention that I smoked a blunt right before this. But anyhow, what I do remember accurately as fuck is that he came downstairs and he was really drunk, and he tried putting his hands all over my ass, and I was uncomfortable because I was 16 and I wasn't used to that. And I told him, like, I held his shoulders. I was like, hey, you're drunk. Like, do you want me to take you home? Like, I'll take you home. He was like, okay, Ma, okay. And I was like, please get in the car. He got in the car, and then it's me, my cousin, and him. And I was going to drop my cousin off first, and then I was going to drop him off. I don't know why I thought to drop her off first. I don't know why, in retrospect, like, that wasn't safe. I should have dropped him off first. I really should have dropped him off first. But whatever, I made that choice. We got to a gas station, and she went inside to get soda, and at this point, he was like, don't take me home. I want to go home with you. I want to live with you. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? My parents are Haitian. You'll fucking die. I will die. He was like, oh no, I can live in your closet. We could be together. You just have to feed me, like, small snacks and scraps. I'll wait for you while you're at school. Blah, 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 blah. Like, what the no, dude, what the and then that's when he was like, you know what? This is why can't I come live with you? What are you hiding? Is this why you don't pick up the phone when I call you? That's why. I know you live in Port St. Lucie. I know, and I never told him where I lived, by the way. I never said what hometown I lived in. None of my cousins had told. No, we're not dumb. We were dumb, okay, but not dumb enough to be like, hey. And her boyfriend did not know where I was from. Her boyfriend barely even knew that my cousin, Anonymous, her boyfriend or ex, whatever at the time, had no idea. So him knowing where I lived made no fucking sense, and that freaked me out. And apparently his drunk ass told me that he would drive around my hometown with a gun looking for me, looking to see who the fuck I was with, because he did not believe that I was in school, even though I was 16. I was 16, sir. And how are you gonna tell me that you didn't believe that I was in school when you're sitting here professing your love and saying that I was so different from everyone else? Man, I have no time. I have absolutely no fucking time. But but anyway, I digress. After he kept at the gas station, he was outside the car. I'm sorry that this is sporadic. I'm trying to, like, I don't know how people do their eyebrows on makeup and talk at the same fucking time. How, like, this is a skill. I'm saying this now. Being able to fucking multitask and talk and tell a story while doing your makeup at the same time, or at least your eyebrows, I suck. I suck at it. But this is my orange eyebrow up close. I don't like how dull the orange is, and I think I'm gonna add some pink to it. I think I'm gonna add some pink to it. Some pink towards the ends to it. Why not? But anyhow, he did not want to get back in the car. He did not want to get back in the car until I agreed with him, until I agreed to have him live with me, until I agreed to have him come stay with me. No, I kept cursing him out. Luckily, my cousin came out of the gas station and she helped me. We got him into the car. He kept talking his nonsense. I dropped him off, And at this point, as I was driving and I was getting closer to his place, he started getting very angry because he did not want me to drive him home. He did not want me to drive him home. And in the back seat, he started kicking at my driver's seat while I was driving. And when I got to his place to drop him off, he would not get out of the car. And then when I got out of the car, he got out of the car and started stalking towards me, all like, you know, like I felt the violent nature. I felt what he intended, and I wasn't about it. And I'm really proud that my dad instilled this, like, it's so weird. When it comes to, like, sexual situations in the past, I guess because of my past trauma, that's where, like, I revert and I just become a zombie and, like, shit happens. But violence, in this instance, no, I don't play. I get very mad. I cursed up a fucking storm. I cursed him out so fucking thoroughly, and I had never raised my voice at him. The whole time when he'd raise his voice at me, the whole time during phone calls, if he'd get mad at me or anything, he had never heard me raise my voice. But that was it. At this point, it was like midnight, about to be 1 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to go home. This fucking man would not leave me the fuck alone. I'm trying to do him a favor and drop him off. Oh my God, I was so fucking angry. Cursed him out to the point where I was done. I was like, got it? Or something. I said something like that. Some shit like that. I don't know. And he went inside and I got in my car and that was it. Like, we had never spoken, like, ever again. That was, hold on 1 second. Just adding pink to the eyebrow just to see what would. You guys asked me, like, what's your inspiration for makeup? It's like I don't have an inspiration. I just think in my head, like, I wonder what would happen if I did this and that. And then I do it. And sometimes it ends up cool. And I've had plenty of times where, like, whatever I was doing, it's like, what the fuck, Cassie? But right now, it's working out very well for me. Very fucking well. Okay. Hold on. Okay. I hope you enjoyed my sound effects while I'm making this colorful ass eyebrow. Okay. You know what? It's because, you know what's irking me? It's because of my dark hair. I think I'm just going to end up bleaching my eyebrows. I'm going to try that. Should I make that into a video, bleaching my eyebrows? Because I think I'm going to do that so I can have more colorful eyebrows, because that's the eyebrow right now. It looks okay. I just would like more vibrance. I want more fucking vibrance. That's what I want. But you're not giving that to me. But this eyeshadow is really fucking pretty though. Like, look at that pink. Look at that fucking pink, bro. Well, you can barely see it, but anyhow, I say all that to say I'm lucky that the situation did not escalate. I'm lucky he didn't find me when he was driving throughout my neighborhood. This grown man. That's the thing. I didn't realize the danger. I didn't realize what kind of danger I was putting myself in, because I was so into the whole thought of, oh my God, this older man's into me. Oh my God, this older man wants me. He's so beautiful. He's so mature. He thinks I'm mature, without realizing that I'm a child and I can't handle that. I can't handle this man wanting to build a life with me when I'm in school. This man already planning our future children together. That's the thing. When you're in your mid-20s or 30s, even if you're not looking for kids, you're looking for a more permanent sort of relationship. And children cannot offer that sort of relationship because they're children. Their brains are still developing. Whatever they want that day, like Tuesday, could change Saturday. That's why when kids are that age and they're saying, like, I'm so in love and whatnot, I take that with a grain of salt, because I was a 13, 14-year-old that thought I was so in love when it was really lust. When it was really me fucking falling in love with the fact that someone's giving me attention. And that's not healthy. You shouldn't, if you're an adult, you shouldn't seek out companionship, or at least adult companionship, from a child. I don't care how mature you may see that child as being. At the end of the day, that child is still a child. That child is still learning and growing. And when you have situations like the Colombian girl, the 18-year-old dating the 13-year-old on social media, professing that, kissing each other, having their hands all over each other on social media, in this day and age, when so many children have access to phones, like fucking 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds have access to iPhones, have fucking social media accounts, when you have so many children who are able to gain access and unfortunately be influenced by what they see online, when you have that sort of power, you have to watch what you say and watch what you do. And in that instance, you shouldn't be an adult dating a child, because what you're showing your child audience is that it's okay when it's not. What you're showing your child audience is that predatory behavior is all good. If a 25, 30-year-old man is going to slide to a 14-year-old's DMs, they're not going to see it as weird. They're going to see it as normal, because you're normalizing it by by broadcasting on social media, by broadcasting it everywhere, by saying, even if you're saying you're not dating, by putting your hands all over, by kissing this 13-year-old boy. When you're 18, you're just saying that it's okay for an adult to be with a child, and that's not cool. Don't send this person any death threats. Don't, like I said, this is a conversation. This is something that I wanted to talk about, because there's probably, you guys in the kitty cult, because I know I have some older women that watch. I'm not alone in this, right? Like, comment down below, have any of you, when you were younger, did you think that when you were 15, 16, that it was so fucking cool to have an older man, like, be into you like that, have an older man show you attention? Because I thought it was the coolest fucking thing. I would sit here for years, even now, I still will preach about, without realizing it, about how I lean towards older men. But in reality, it's from this deep. I do have daddy issues. Okay, I do. I have minor. They're not giant. I have minor daddy issues, but it's literally from. And there's an age difference between my mom and my dad. My dad's older. Like it's psychologically speaking, without realizing it, women will go for men who remind them of their father. Not in all cases, but there have been studies to show that. And the guys that I date, they aren't always completely like my dad. Trust me. Trust me, they're not. However, they do share some similarities. And for a while, the guys that I was going for were way older. And I had no business doing that. And also, it's not just on me though. It's not, because these grown men were entertaining me. They didn't have to entertain me. You're grown men. What are you doing? It's just a gross cycle that just needs to stop. And I'm hoping that by this video, I hope this made sense. I hope my story made sense. Even if I got my story wrong, because I've said this story already on my channel. If I've gotten it completely wrong, I'm so sorry in advance. I hope you got a chuckle out of it maybe, but either way, I hope that whoever is watching this, if a young person happens to pop on this, if this gets age restricted though, like, but even if not, if I can make like parents aware, or if I can make, like, maybe you have a younger sibling, maybe you if you want, you can share this video with a younger sibling or a younger friend that you know that is like fucking 13, 14, going for these fucking people in their 20s. It's not okay. I don't care. And nowadays, I don't know what's in the water, even I can call myself out, a lot of us look really fucking young. Just because you look young doesn't mean that you can date someone that young. Just because you look like a fetus doesn't mean you can date a fetus. Trademark, bitch. Just because you look like a fetus doesn't mean you can date a fetus, okay? At the end of the day, please be careful out here, especially when it comes to stuff that's online. Like, look at what your kids are watching. Please. And I remember I got an ask on Tumblr like a while back, like a few weeks ago, and someone was cursing me out because their 13-year-old sister or something was watching me at school on YouTube and they got suspended. Like I said, time and time and time and time and time again, when my content gets age restricted and it says 18 plus, the person has to acknowledge that they're 18 plus, or on their account, their age, it says 18, their age or their date of birth is 18 plus. Kids lie. I can only do so much. I did not partake in you making your child. I didn't help, I didn't facilitate. Therefore, I'm not going to try to help and facilitate any more into teaching or trying to raise your child than I am right now. I don't, like, no, my content is for, I make my content leaning more towards adults, but like, if a kid pops on, a kid finds me, a kid finds me. I can only do so much. So, anyhow, I just made it to my eyebrows. This video is at like 38 minutes. Yeah, it's at, this video is at 38 minutes. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll do a time lapse, so you can, because that was the end of my story. So I'll do a time lapse of me doing my eyeshadow. I'll show you what I'm using right now. I'll be using this color, this color, this color, and this color. These are my eyebrows, by the way. After all is said and done, I just put the orange and the pink together. I like it. I do like it. I wish that it was, I wish my eyebrows were blonde so I could make the color pop more, but I do like it. Yeah, time for the time lapse. If you like this sort of content, if you want me to do more Get Ready With Me and just talk about random shit, leave a like, thumbs up down below, or leave a like, I don't even talk, comment. Okay, please leave a comment. I'll see you in a second. I forgot that I can't do a time lapse. Okay. There's so much that I can't do. So I'm just gonna check in with you guys. I'm first going in with this color right here, all over my lid. That color is going, wait, this color, sorry. This Ada, the color is Ada, yeah, Ada, I'm going all over my lid with Ada. So I'll be right back. Hello, so I already started but I put, I can't even talk. So I put all over my lid Ada, I put that, and then I put body all over the outer, like that, the outer blah blah blah, the outer corners of my eye, and I blend it in like that. That's what I do. Yep, that's it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing with the other side, and then I will see you in a second. Hi, hello again. Okay, so I went ahead and I added Cairo to my lid. It didn't pick up on my, like, when I put it on my brush, I guess maybe it's just me, because like it didn't pick up onto my eyelid, so it could just be me. Let me see, let me try it on this eye and you could see me do it. Oh, I guess I like using my fingers for the application. I find with like brighter colors, I find that I like just going in with my finger so I can get the sparkle, because I feel like I can't get the sparkle without it. And then I just blend it out with my finger. That's what I do. Go up. And yeah, wow. That's pretty. Yo, that's pretty. That's heckin' pretty. I like that a lot. Okay. I like to just make sure that I'm blending adding as much orange as I can to my lids at the moment. That's what I'm doing. This is what my lid looks like at the moment. And you already know what I'm gonna do with my final touch. I like adding that gold to like my, there we go. Oh, my nose. I like adding the gold. I'm gonna take to add the gold line, I take this gold liner, and then I take one of my brushes, and then I just go ahead and I trace a line. Kind of like a cut crease, but I don't even try with the cut crease. But I will see you in a second as I do that. Hi. So I started to do stuffing. I'm taking the Cairo and Body. I'm taking Cairo and Body, and I'm just peppering it along this area because I like how sparkly it is. And I like how the pink makes me feel more docile. I like making characters, I guess, is what I do. I like making different looks and stuff when I film my content and whatnot. I just this is what I like doing. So yeah. Ooh. So now I'm gonna go to the tip of my nose and do this. This already has a bit of pink on it, I think. Yeah, there we go. Adding pink to the tip of my nose, and then I take this orange and I go like this. Like so. So this is my face right now. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just use the brush to like fan out under my eye more. Like that. Oh yeah, like that. Ooh. Sparkly. I feel very sparkly. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do the gold liner and I'm gonna do white. What I do for my white eyelashes, I just take this and I dab it on the edges of my eyelashes. But when I do that, I'll be right back. Hello, hi. This is the makeup look. I'm gonna change the lighting in a second, but I added the gold line like I normally do. I added the white eyeshadow. I added pink heart. I put on some highlight on my cheeks. On my cheeks. And now on my lips, I'm going to, this goes with everything. I don't have that many lip stuff. I should probably invest in more in the future. But I'm going to go ahead and put this NYX Liquid Suede Cream lipstick in the color Vintage on my lips. Like so. Luckily, this like has gone, like, I'm literally looking at that in the mirror so you can see me apply. I can like make sure that I'm applying it correctly. But, oh shit. Okay, there you go. It's such a pretty, deep red color. It like reminds me of, makes me feel like a woman. Makes me feel like such a woman. Does that make, I think, look at it, look where I fucked up. So I was gonna take that comment and be like, ooh, Cassie exposes herself for being a man. But it's like, ooh, watch my porn and I promise you'll see that it's a vagina. Let's see. Alright, that's it. That's the color on my lips. I'm in love with the makeup look. I love it. I'm really happy with it for all that I'm gonna do today. I'm also gonna shoot outside. I'm gonna shoot some photos outside as soon as I throw on. Yeah, I know what I'm wearing today too. So I'm gonna throw on what I'm wearing today and I'm gonna shoot some photos outside. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. And then I'm gonna film porn. I have 2 porn scenes that I need to film that I'm super happy about, but maybe 3 actually. Like, might knock out 3. If I had makeup wipes, actually, I might end up taking this off. No, actually, this is too cute. I might end up just going live like this. Okay, I need to stop. I will see you in a second. I never recorded it, like, I guess an outro, or I guess I never recorded, like, hey, completed makeup look with the hair. Hi, this is my look. This is a completed makeup look. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to be vlogging after this. I'm just going to end the video here. If you guys like this sort of content and you want to see me do more looks with different colors, comment down below. Let me think what combinations. Tag me and stuff. Tag me in characters you want me to recreate, or like, you know what I'm saying, because like I love to do that, you know what I mean. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Follow my social media in the description. I upload 2 videos a week to this main channel here. I love you so much. Bye.